First here, welcome to this video. Basketballs has been happening in the past 2 days of this reunion. In case you have not watched the ones with Groovy and Phyna, I have made a separate video for that, and also for Doyin and of course Amaka, separate videos for those two separate basketballs. So please do go and watch those videos. Now yesterday was another basketballs. Just watch this particular clips from yesterday's reunion.
We've acknowledged that he wrote a newsletter. I think in his newsletter, he basically said, everything that your faves are doing is sponsored by Pepsi.
Everything your fave is doing is sponsored by Pepsi. It literally means nobody here is flexing without money that was given to them, right?
I just couldn't believe how Adekunle denied, shading his fellow housemates yesterday at the reunion. Like, I really did not understand why. I mean, he's really bold. This guy, watching him, he's really bold. But yesterday, he just denied everything. Of course, Adekunle has just denied referring to Sheggz in his tweet where he said everything is a flex to the housemates posted during the trip sponsored by Pepsi. A spineless coward, Adekunle, you cannot hold your balls on what you tie with your fingers. Of course, that's the reference to how he was shading his fellow housemates. And then this person also said, I can't believe Adekunle checking out like that. I'm disappointed. Yeah, I am also. Like, I was expecting him to say, well, he said it, but later realized that he could have just admit that he was referring to his fellow housemates. Nobody's going to beat you. Obviously, Bella knows if she does not defend Sheggz, she will get beaten when she go. This is even totally unnecessary. Of course, yesterday Bella was defending, practically defending Sheggz. Was even defending, was also just agreeing to what Sheggz was saying, that the letter was the letter by Adekunle was referring to them as a housemate. Of course, so she also went ahead to say, well, there was no need confronting Adekunle. If he posted the letter online, every shade he's also going to get it online. For me, I'm just disappointed. I'm just angry. I don't know why Adekunle was denying everything. This is logic. This is common sense. Everybody will know that letter was not for your fans. That letter was practically for the housemates. Are the fans with you guys? Are the fans with you guys in the Cape Town trip? The fans are not with you guys in the Cape Town trip. Are the fans the ones being sponsored by Pepsi? No. So this is common sense for everybody to know that you are referring to your colleagues, shading them. I really do not see the need in that end. Yesterday, the reunion, he just denied everything. Nothing really was about it. He just bluntly denied everything. Then moving on also is Doyin. Doyin, on the other hand, was also called out at the way, she also took some swipes as Cyph and her relationship. Relationship or whatever she had with Cyph in the house. Of course, she went on to explain that it was the confidence Cyph had, the way he confronted Biggie, and everything has been sorted out. She has apologized to Cyph for calling him out, body shaming Cyph in the show. Cyph was the first housemate to be evicted. I was expecting a lot of drama around Doyin, but alias just an apology, the first on the show. Of course, yesterday she apologized to Cyph for calling him out, body shaming him and stuff like that. So it just ended it that way. And then lastly also is Swag and Fam Savvy. Swag was the HOH. He later nominated his roommate, who was Fam Savvy. So Swag, on the other hand, and Fam Savvy had this back and forth. Fam Savvy, on the other hand, was not having it that. He was like, if you could nominate me the way we planned that we are going to live in the house, that means you could go ahead and poison me. Fam Savvy went ahead to give an example as how Sheggz defended his fellow housemates when they wanted to nominate Groovy. I mean, everybody was trying to, defend their roommate not to be nominated, but only for the HOH at that time, which was Elo Swag. Nominating him was a blow, was a stab in the chest for him, and he could not take it. He was really angry. I mean, it was also, exposed yesterday that Elo Swag mom was to be called. Elo Swag mom called Famsavi to apologize and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, he said, it is really, really, really hard for him to let go. But at the end of the day, yeah, he's cool, but he's really not cool like that. So he cannot trust or he cannot believe Elo Swag any further. Elo Swag also came online to say, trust not Elo Swag. I feel nominate you now outside. This is totally unnecessary, really. Like, you offended the person and you are coming out to tweet this. Well, that is Elo Swag's comment on the issue at hand. From something on the other hand, didn't say anything. I mean, like, yesterday's reunion, I think I'll give it to Doyin, Diane, as well as Famsavi. They actually lived their truth, said their truth, were open, and of course did not pretend or whatever or lie behind or try to act brand new. They were as open as it is, say things that were off their chest. The rest, not so much. And lastly but not the least, also the conversation about Brian being interested in Diane. I mean, he was also obsessed, not obsessed. I mean, that guy, watching it was like he was just having fun with it, that he was interested in Diane. So yesterday episode, Brian basically said he was cruising, nothing serious, and because like that was not cruise. We saw you how you were practically confessing that you love her, you want to see her on Saturday, you want to blah blah blah, stuff like that. So how come you're saying it is just cruise? Well, for me, like I said, most of them yesterday episode were just laughing unnecessarily on set. When somebody is seriously talking about the issue, they were just laughing unnecessarily. When you read their turn to talk, they pretend as if such a thing did not happen. They were just dodging the question. They were just blurred. Like, basically, it was really not interesting. Aside the fact that, aside Amaka and Diane, back and forth, which was a little bit, that was even cut short also. So yesterday's reunion, I really do not know what to say much. So, but that is the highlight of everything that happened yesterday on on day 2 of the reunion. I don't know if this is how they're going to be behaving for the rest of the reunion that will be aired. If this is it, then I guess I'll just be looking forward to Diane's episode, because I guess she's going to be speaking her mind. And maybe from Savvy, the rest of the housemates, they were just there to cruise, have fun, and laugh. Because basically, there's nothing to really talk about some of them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.